Both Cardi B and Offset have taken to social media to express their sadness following the news of Takeoff's passing. The married couple, upon learning of the unfortunate passing of the member of Migos, turned to their respective social media profiles in order to express their condolences and pay their respects to the young man. Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we'll be looking at how Offset reacted to the new Takeoff passing away evidence. Yeah, you heard it right. Fans noticed that Offset has changed his profile picture on Instagram to a picture of his late Migos bandmate, Takeoff, smiling on November 2nd. Offset is responsible for making the change. The use of Offset created the impression that a small white heart had been placed in one of the four corners of the photograph. Cardi B, who's married to Offset and shares 2 children with the rapper, a daughter named Culture, who's 4 years old, and a son named Wave, who's 1 year old, also addressed Takeoff's shocking death on Wednesday by retweeting a throwback interview of the Migos speaking to Complex from a few years ago. In the video, the members of the group were questioned about the most memorable present they had ever received. The nicest present that my brothers could give me would be themselves. Without one another, none of us would be able to be here today. We've been there for one another through both the good times and the tough times. We're supporting one another. We are the only thing we have. I can't think of anything else to say, as Offset is heard saying in the tape. During the interview, Takeoff agreed with Offset and then displayed a ring that he received from his mother, which included a photo of the two of them together when Takeoff was a newborn. "It is something that'll never leave me. I'm not taking it off for the rest of my life." He stated those words at the moment. Although Offset, Takeoff, and Quavo formed Migos as a trio, the extent of Offset's connection with Takeoff and Quavo at the time of Takeoff's death is unknown. This is despite the fact that Offset, Takeoff, and Quavo started Migos together. During the previous few months, Takeoff and Quavo had been playing as a musical duo without Offset present in the lineup. In an episode of the podcast titled Drink Champs that aired on October 22nd, Quavo and Takeoff of the hip-hop trio Migos discussed the various endeavors that the band intends to undertake in the years to come. When directly asked about what occurred with Offset, Takeoff stated that it had always been his goal to work on a record with solely Quavo, who is his uncle. Takeoff offered an explanation saying, "However, that's something that I've always wanted to accomplish. Simply like, me personally, just a bucket list. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? This man right here is my uncle, we do music, and we started out as a group. We've been doing this for as long as I can remember. One of my goals has been to release a joint project for a record. Why shouldn't they? Why can't I take a hit with my bandmate at the same moment? Considering that this is my actual blood. To put it another way, I've always had the impression that that was something I should try." Quavo, for his part, stated that he didn't think that a Migos reunion with Offset was going to happen and hinted that there was animosity between the 3 members of the group. Takeoff continued with this: "Life is like a movie, like a book. People that appear in the opening scene, whether it's the first chapter or the second chapter, are not intended to remain in the narrative throughout its entirety. They'll always be a part of your past, since that's the way life works." According to statements made by the Houston Police Department during a press conference, Takeoff was at a private party on November 1st with Quavo when an altercation broke out, and he was hit by a bullet outside of the 810 Billiards and Bowling in Houston, Texas. This is according to the statements made by the Houston Police Department. Quavo did not suffer any wounds as a result of the incident that took place. During the press conference, the officers also revealed that at least 2 firearms were used in the shooting, and they believe that the suspects were also guests at a private party that was held at the prior location to the shooting. In addition, the officers disclosed that at least 2 firearms were used in the shooting. In the wake of Takeoff's passing, the record label Quality Control Music released a statement on Instagram expressing their condolences for the loss of the rapper. The family released a statement that stated, "It is with shattered hearts and tremendous regret that we mourn the loss of our dear brother, Kershnik Kari Ball, known to the world as Takeoff. Another person's life has been lost from this world as a result of senseless violence and a stray bullet, and we are utterly heartbroken." In the final part of the message, the band asked fans to respect his family and friends as we all continue to process this profound loss. And that's all for today's video. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comment section down below. I hope that you found this video interesting, and if you want to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing to my channel. See you in the following video with some more of the latest updates, and until then, stay tuned!